So let me tell you, to have a din minhag to be Iker Halacha, which needs a makar, if you by not learning nittul by night, you're going to learn less. So that's, I'd say it's Iker Halacha. Certainly that's not, it doesn't have a din minhag with a makar, the Sifri, the Sifra, the Shulchan Aruch. Certainly not. For someone who's not going to learn less because of it, he'll sleep during the first half of the night, learn the second half. Some Seifa says that was the minhag of nittul. The minhag wasn't to not learn the first half. Some Seifa is quoted, the minhag was to learn from midnight and on. When the guy went to church, so Bnei Yisroel shouldn't be a kitrug, they should also learn. So the minhag was to learn from midnight and on. No, you can learn from midnight and on. So they went to sleep the first half of the night. Well, it became a minhag, they're not learning the first half, people kept. And they're not learning the second half, that they... Rabbi Yaakov used to say the same thing about giving tikun on the yortzeit. Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky, I know it's a minhag kodesh, but I'm not saying anybody should be mishana. Rabbi Yaakov said, from where did it come? In Shulchan Aruch it says that you fast on a yortzeit. A yortzeit for a parent, the person supposed to fast. No, who has kayach to fast, very hard to fast. So people couldn't fast, so they started making a siyum. On the yortzeit of a parent, they made a siyum, they made a suda, and they could eat. So it went, they brought in food, and they ate in shul. So now, nish the fasting, and nish the siyum, and people just bring in food. So that's how Rabbi Yaakov had complaints about this particular. But however that may be, these are minhagim and klal Yisroel. Again, the minhag that has to say minhag Iker Halacha has to have a makar. A minhag that has no makar, you really have to be an adam gadol to be mishana. You have to know solid that it has no makar. Stam minhagim. A tradition of klal Yisroel. Tradition is important. Let me leave you with one ma'isa that I heard from someone here in the Navi Shir a while ago. He was in the concentration camps after the war. He told me you should know whoever survived is a from a year after the concentration camps because they held on to minhag avosayim b'yadayim. Lamdonim, they weren't. They were young boys taken into concentration camp. Those who stuck to minhag avosayim, they're the ones that made it through. Without the kayach of the minhag of the tradition, you couldn't make it. He said he was with the klausenberger rebbe after the war in one of the displaced persons camps. He had a friend there in the camp. When he davened, he said, Oleinu l'shakeach l'adonai kol. That's how he davened. Oleinu l'shakeach. So he told us, Oleinu l'shabeach. He kept on saying, Oleinu l'shakeach. It's almost mecharei from a gadeh. So he went to the klausenberger rebbe. He said, this person davens Oleinu l'shakeach. To me, he doesn't listen. To the rebbe, he'll listen. So the rebbe said, fine. So he went over to him and he said, Rebbe Yid, it's Oleinu l'shabeach. So he turns to the rebbe. He says, Azoy hat mein Tate gesagt. Aleinu l'shakeach. So the klausenberger rebbe looked at this man after the war. What did he have left? He told me, you should keep on saying Aleinu l'shakeach. Do like your father did. Because minhag, even without a makar, even betos, the flavor, the taste of minhag, that certainly has a taikif in keeping people aduk to Yiddishkeit. A good